Welcome to Gears Beer Hockey. This is Dave. I'm here to give you a quick hockey update. It's January 17th. It's cold outside, which is perfect for ice hockey. Let's start with the big boys, the NHL, because there's some interesting things going on there. I just, I know the league's changed a ton in the last few years, but I still enjoy the hell out of it. It's a lot of fun. So Bruins are pretty much leading the league. Let's see. No, Winnipeg Jets. Look at that. Winnipeg Jets and Vancouver Canucks. Who would have thunk? Bruins right up there. Flyers are moving up. Red Wings have been playing better lately. They got helped last night because Toronto got beaten by Edmonton Oilers. Oilers started out the season really rough, but now they're on an 11-game heater. They've won 11 games in a row. So good job, Connor McDavid and crew. Look at this, Tampa Bay down below Detroit. So we've got the Red Wings have some tough games coming up. It's going to be fun to watch. And things are heating up, getting to a lot of hockey before the playoffs, but it's heating up. So let's move on to the Eclectic Hockey League, the recreational league, men and women. Crystal Fieldhouse in Burton, Michigan. So this is our standings. Tucker Attorneys. Yeah, they have 2 losses now. Marauders has just been the big surprise this year. They've really beefed up their roster, and their ringer number 20 is just lighting the lamp. Gooners always in the mix. Frozen Wings is another surprise. They've struggled a bit this year, but they're playing really well now, and they just shut out Gooners this last week. Bud Tenders, we just can't get our roster right, and it's been a tough year. It's been fun, but it's been tough. And JSJN, the Flint Central guys, are just having fun. They're not been successful, but a good group of guys are having fun. So you can see the standings, the entire schedule, all the leaders. I do the best I can with the information I've given from the score sheets. I got piles of them down here. So everything you can find about the Eclectic Hockey League is on hockey.gears.beer. Now the schedule runs through March 10th, and then we have playoffs. So I'm going to have Jeff introduce our playoff schedules.
Welcome to the 23-24 playoffs for the Eclectic Hockey League. All 6 teams will play in Week 1 and Week 2. The 9:30 game on Week 1 will feature the 6th seed versus the 5th seeded team. The 10:45 game will feature the 3rd seed versus the 2nd seed team. The noon game will feature the 4th seed versus the 1st seed. Now, in Week 2, the loser of Week's 1 9:30 game will versus the lowest seed loser of either the 10:45 or the noon game. The 10:45 game on Week 2 will feature the winner of the 9:30 game and the highest seed loser from either the 10:45 or the noon game. The championship itself will be held at noon of Week 2, and that will have the winner of the 10:45 game and the winner of the noon game. Congratulations to the champion.
All right, so that's the schedule for the playoffs. So we're going to get the playoffs done March 17th and March 24th. And so we'll be done before Easter and before all the tournaments start up. Okay, that's it for the EHL. Let's go to Old Timers Hockey Club. A couple things, so all the league information and stats, you can find upcoming games, past games, the standings. Look at Gears Beer here moving up in the ranks. The top 8 teams they're gonna run a traditional playoff bracket. I don't have that information, but the top 8 teams are going to run a playoff for this season, and the bottom 3 will have consolation games. So it's important to be in the top 3, and Gears Beer has been on a heater. So no big deal. The tournament is coming up April 5th, 6th, and 7th. We have 4 divisions, $750 per team. There's a registration form linked up here, a flyer here. So get with Mike, Petty, or Art if you have an interest in that. If you just want to join a team, or maybe you want to bring a team, just fill this information out. You're an organizer of a team or you're a player, and what division, let them know. That's one way to let them know. And their phone numbers are in emails or linked up here. If you click on their name, that opens up an email. So that is the tournament. They also, you'll see linked on the homepage of, I have these cool hoodies set up on gears.beer. So that's going to link over to the shop here on gears.beer. Gears.beer is your one-stop shop for everything hockey. So we have drop-in hockey, the Sunday League, and the Doan's Winter Classic. So let's talk about Doan's. So with the cold weather, that means we've got the rink up. A lot of work. Big thanks to Eddie, Scott. Trying to think, of course, Jim. We've had a handful of guys helping out, trying to think of the guys. I have photos, they'll be posted on here, the guys that helped roll out the rink, roll out the tarp and all that. This is a 165-foot by 60-foot rink with boards, LED lights. Jim's got a rubber pathway now instead of boards to walk on between the rink and the barn. It's just like 12 feet from the rink to the barn. Really nice heated barn, big screen TV, popcorn machine, bathroom, beer. This is a setup, and it's by invitation only. So if you have an interest, fill out the form down there, and we'll see if you pass muster. Looking for old benders like me, ideally. So excuse me. The tournament is scheduled for January 28th. We limit it to 24 skaters and 4 goalies. Generally bring a dish to pass or chip in some money towards the event. We're always looking at ways to raise money. Jim puts a lot into this rink. It's a big deal. So every opportunity we get in the next couple weeks to skate, we're going to skate outside at Doan's. In fact, I canceled this Friday's drop-in skate at Crystal Fieldhouse. We're going to skate at Doan's. Because it's unique. There's nothing like it, to be able to skate under the lights outside and hang out in the barn, and it's just a lot of fun. So get on the list, fill out that form down below on this page. What else do I need to tell you about it? I think that's it. I don't think the 28th is going to work. It looks like it's warming up. We'll probably push it back a week. It'll be that first Saturday in February. So that's it for general ice hockey information. If you go to the ice hockey page on gears.beer, you'll see the rules of the skate. Very important to read and understand the rules of the skate. And then if you want to get involved in the drop-in hockey, go to perfectskate.com. This tool, we built this, it's a culmination of 8 years of work. And this is the one system to rule them all. So you can get started as either a skater, you can go and join the Gears Beer list, or you can get set up as an organizer yourself, start building the list. So as an organizer, you start building both your private and public lists, email and text messages. There's some automatic messages that go out when you set up events to remind guys, let them know that the skate's available and that they're on the skate and they're expected to show up. That's all automated, so it saves a ton of time. Or you can push messages out either by email or text, and there's a small cost to that, pennies. So the players, when they register on the list, they set their profile as forward, defense, or goalie. They, if you're offering drinks, they have you can say what type of drinks you're going to have available. I just do beer, light beer, and sports drink. You can do whatever you want. You can fill it in, make it whatever you want, your drink preferences, or you can exclude that if you want. There's an easy tool to assign jerseys, white and dark jerseys. There's a waiting list. So let's say you have, like, you set your template. So if I run with 22 skaters. If that 23rd skater wants to skate, he can be on the waiting list. If somebody drops, he's automatically in, and he gets a text message to know that, hey, you got a spot. So, I mean, it takes a lot of work out of the whole system. The player list management, you can go into your list and you can see the contact information and communicate with people directly if you want to. You can assign helper roles. So I used to have Sue come in and collect money for me, which saved a lot of hassle because trying to keep track of who paid and who didn't and all that happy nonsense. So now it's a lot easier in this app. I don't have Sue coming to the rink anymore. She loves that. But you can assign those roles, and most importantly, like coaches. So a coach would be the guy who assigns the jerseys, the white and darks. Find the guy that whines the most about teams being unbalanced, put him in charge. So, or the check-in person collects the money and checks people in which locker room and takes care of the beer. So those are roles you can do yourself within the app, or you can assign it to someone else to do. You set the number of players and you set up the cutoff time. So all that logic is built into the system. It's real easy to manage. So let's take a look here at, like these skates. You can see on a template, it says when the skate is, where, how many skaters are going to be allowed, and goalies, the book, the cutoff, unbooking cutoff time, because you don't want guys dropping at the last minute. They can text you and you can take them out, but they can't just willy-nilly leave your list at the last minute. The booking cutoff, I set that to like an hour before. This is 12 hours before. Payment methods, beer choices, and the jersey assignments. I'll show you the jerseys, assigned jerseys. So, like there's a dark jersey and there's a white jersey. I mean, how simple is that? So, let's see. So and you can create multiple lists. So, like I have this gears.beer. I have a public list, which anybody can join. I don't know if I'll ever use that. I have my main gears.beer list, and then you have a 50 and over list. Now, if there's someone that you don't want, I'm not going to show you this, but if there's someone that you don't want to see your skates, you just unapprove them on your list, and they're on the list, but they're not able to see anything, and they're turned off, so they're not able to book any skates. I've had to do that with some kids that didn't go back, and they did not follow these rules. So quick shifts, pass the puck. It's not that hard. So anyhow, I'm really proud of the work Jeff and his team did building this system, Perfect Skate, and I invite you to start building your own list to organize some ice hockey, because it is the best game in the world. I notice that if I don't skate 2-3 times a week, then my knees start getting sore. It's the inverse of what you would think. You would think, I'm tired, certainly, but you keep those joints moving and you'll feel better. So get your playoff beard going. Let's get out there, keep your head up and your stick on the ice. Hope to see you out there.